0 to 40 in maybe around 3.5 seconds. I'm heading to Kabul to pick up a parcel, and if you're wondering what's there in the parcel, it's something to do with the 3 options that I mentioned in the previous video. Oh, scooter mein aage dal do na. 30 minutes and we have almost 50%, so roughly around 40% was what I did in a matter of 30 minutes. Shiva, smile. Hey guys, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are and when watching this. Welcome to a new vlog. I have 13.6 kilometers to the next destination. You would know once I go there, but on a whole today's itinerary is roughly around 30 kilometers and the scooter's range is 37 kilometers in sports mode. I can put it in eco mode and ride farther, but somehow I get similar efficiency in eco mode and sport mode, and this is a phenomenon I observed in electric vehicles, and I explained this in my previous ETA videos. It's just that the usable power and torque and efficiency is much better in sport mode. So in eco the speed is limited to 55, and when you're close to that maximum speed limit, right, it uses up the battery more, whereas in sports mode the top speed is almost 80-85, and so when I'm cruising around 45 to 50, it's not stressing the power of the motor, and hence the battery range is better. 0 to 40 and maybe around 3.5 seconds. It's always fun accelerating an electric scooter on an electric vehicle from stoplight, especially when you're ahead of the line, but it's up on the battery big time. 1 kilometer gone in that small acceleration. I'm heading to Kabul to pick up a parcel, and if you're wondering what's there in the parcel, it's something to do with the 3 options that I mentioned in the previous video. Have you seen the previous video? The link's here. I want to maintain a little more suspense, but if I haven't revealed it by now by the thumbnail, it's not worth waiting too much of a suspense, because I just ordered some tires for the scrambler. This was done 2 weeks back. The confusion is still on, but I thought for at least the next track session, because it's level 3 where I would be honing my skills better, I thought I need better tires on my scrambler than the ones I have. The MT60s are kind of knobbies and they're not that great, but still I finished level 1, level 2 and also scraped the bike, which is probably not the right thing to do. You need to be cautious on how you push a bike, and if your foot pegs are scraping, that's kind of a wrong sign. You should be leaning, not the bike. Anyway, was looking for tires, was approaching various tire distributors on Instagram, and there was one shop from Kerala who got me Shinko tires from Thailand, and these are apparently quite sticky, not like slicks that you find in Formula 1 or MotoGP, but they're much better road tires. They're probably comparable to, let's say, Diablo Rosso 3s or to some extent 2s. As long as they work better than the knobbies, I'm fine. I'm sure these tires should be better. My only concern is I need to bed in those tires, and by the time I reach Coimbatore, they should be fine. Looking forward to that session in Coimbatore. In case you would like to join me on the track session, be it level 1, level 2, I'll place the link in the description. Please make sure you message them, because the slots go away fast and you don't want to miss out. There's a certain capacity for all these track sessions. Team Racers level 1, level 2 sessions are the most value options out there if you want to get better at riding, not just on track but also on the road too, because their skills apply on the road too, not if you're like that. Anyway, today would be a good test to see how I can fit the tires here. Both the BMW 3 Series went for yearly service. Man, it's shocking to know that it's been already 10,000 kilometers on the car. In fact, I finished 9,000 way back, almost 2-3 months back, but since I've been traveling a lot, I didn't have chance to take it out much, but still shocking. I finished so many kilometers on 3 Series. If I'm doing rental sessions, I'm just gonna drive. I'm not gonna take the flight, because it's kind of expensive to take the flight and then rent a car and then go there and do all that nonsense. I would just take my car and enjoy the 3 Series. Anyway, the service is taking care, but even if it's not taking care, I don't think the bill should cost more than 12,000, which is shocking for a 3 Series, like proper German sedan, man. Proper German sports sedan. 3 Series went to the service. My mom took the Nexon EV, so this is the only bike I had where I can mount the tires. I mean, I can take the 850 and Scrambler, mount the tires on my waist, but when we have a scooter where you can load some storage, why not use it, right? Anyway, gonna pick up the tires, head to Ducati showroom, drop the tires, take the bike on Monday, and then get the tires changed. Also do some adjustments on the preload, on the suspension for preload and rebound and compression, because that's something I want to learn how to do it. So a lot of stuff happening next week, man. So stay subscribed, and if you haven't subscribed, You see, all the work that we do is to make sure you're entertained, and if you support us by subscribing, it gives us that extra motivation. Okay, and I know that every time we say this, that's when the subscriber count gets a slight bump, and otherwise people just forget. Whatever channels you're watching, even if you are not a regular viewer, if you're watching at least once a week, please, if you're watching those videos at least once a week or a month, please subscribe. That will give them a great motivation here. Anyway, the road's getting bumpy. We'll catch you guys once I pick up the tires. Somewhere here there needs to be something called Jabbar Travels. कहाँ है हो जब्बर? ए कैफे नीलोफर हनुमान टेम्पल के पास है. हनुमान टेम्पल का ऑपोजिट है ना ಇದು हनुमान टेम्पल. जब्बर, हाँ जब्बर ट्रैवल्स हियर इट इज. वो स्कूटर में आगे डाल दो ना. ओके, नाउ द चैलेंज इज टू लोड स्कूट टायर्स हियर. Where do you put your feet? At the back. Sit little to the back. That's it. हो गया. 180 rupees from Bangalore. That's the transportation cost. Time to go to Ducati. Google search is so bad. You see, what I do is just take my phone out, go to Ether app, plan my trip. Ducati Hyderabad. This is not good here, but at least there is an alternative. Location sent to the scooter. It starts 11 minutes from here. Perfecto, na? Chalo, let's go. Let's take these tires to the Ducati showroom. I look so weird. But कुछ तो जुगाड़ करना पड़ेगा यार. If I was lazy, I would have probably gotten a cab, taken these tires, take the cab again, go there, take a cab back home. That would have costed me another 1,500. I could have gone to Bangalore and picked them at that cost. So 180, hardly 20-30 rupees for the EV, hardly, and the job's done. These are not purely track purpose rides. These are kind of sport touring tires, so I can use it to tour also. I mean, Nobbies work better in like off-road, dirt, like Spiti ride, but these work better for highways and winding sections like in mountains, which we're planning to do sometime by the end of this month. Oh shit, did I reveal the location? Or kind of a location? You'll get to know. These tires costed me 34,500. The other alternatives that I was looking for a Diablo Rosso 3s, but the problem was I'm not getting an 18-inch Diablo Rosso, so I had to go for something like a Metzeler or Michelin Scorcher, and I was not so convinced about those tires, and I didn't feel like changing the rim size. But these are not exactly the same component and same spec for front and rear, but still these costed only 35,000, whereas the other tires were costing, with some compromise, almost 42,500. Medium touring compound for the front, and I think Rosso 2s or some basic Angel GTs for the rear. These are a bit more sticky, and these are tires you don't get in India. If you're in Thailand or someplace, these tires would cost probably only 25,000 or something, but because we have imported, these costed that extra 10,000. Now that I have the tires, I think I can postpone my bike purchase for a few more months, because Jan and December are the only 2 months. December I might not do because I'm doing a trip in November, and most of my funds are allocated for the trip. So yeah, the last season for track riding is Feb. After that it's too hot, and then once the summer is done, rain start, track sessions are not fun. So till August, September, realistically we won't have so many track rides. So buying a bike now kind of seems odd. Ideally monsoon season would be better, and by that time finances would also be better. So I think I can postpone my bike purchase unless I get a great deal where I can even ride for the local cafes and cities, but that's where the dilemma is. We have a scrambler for that. Anyway, let me drop these tires at Ducati and catch you guys at home.
2 hours later.
In the beginning of the journey today, I was not so sure if I would have enough charge to go back home, but it says 5 kilometers more, and this is a very reliable range estimate. In fact, you can do sometimes more than this, but I need some extra juice for rest of the day, because evening I'm playing badminton with some of my friends and have some other rides to do, and most of my cars are busy. So what I'll do, a fast charge here for 15 minutes, and again while going in the evening. That way we don't hog these fast chargers for too long, so that someone else who might need it at that point of time can use it. For me, 15 minutes now and 15 minutes later should be more than enough. So simple. Just plug it in here and lock it. It's already charging. In 30 minutes I will have another 20 kilometers. Till such time, a bit of work at Almond House and the Axis Bank. Advantage or disadvantage of having a coffee shop and a sweet shop by a charging station is you'll end up spending. The charging is free, luckily, so that covers it up. But good, now I can get probably 30 minutes of the charge by the time the coffee is done, and then head back home. That should be sufficient for what's in the evening, because I need to travel another 15 kilometers or so today. I think I have enough range to do that right now, but I'll finish the coffee and head back home.
A few moments later.
30 minutes and we have almost 50%, so roughly around 40% was what I did in a matter of 30 minutes. You can always wish for a bit more faster charging, but that's okay. This is good enough to go around in the city and finish your work and get back home. In case you're wondering why I'm sweating so much, I always do. Advantage of having Shiva in the group. ఇదే శ్రీమాన్ పాండా అయితే ఎక్కడికి తీసుకెళ్లేవాళ్ళరా? మండి.
ఏ జాపనీస్ థాలీ ఏదో తినిపించేవాళ్ళు.
We both are vegetarians, so we thought thali. Been a while. Shiva, smile. అది సాటిస్ఫాక్షన్ ఫేజ్.
తినడం ఎందుకు, ఇంత కష్టపడడం ఎందుకు?
ఒక్కసారి ఇక్కడ నుంచి అక్కడ దా పరిగెత్తు శివ. ఛాన్స్ ఉందా? ఈ మెట్లు జంప్ చేయగలవా?
మెట్లు ఇరిగిపోతాయి. ఎవరో ట్రై చేస్తే మరి ఇరిగిపోయినాయి.
I am not that full, but Shiva is so full. Like, he had 10 sneezes on a row and 15 burps. Me and Shiva have been planning for Thali since when, re? Pre-2020 days.
ఇప్పుడు ఏం గుర్తులేదు, మైండ్ బ్లాక్ క్వశ్చన్ అడగద్దు.
కోడుకి అంటే క్వశ్చన్ బ్యాంక్ నన్ను సతాయిస్తుంది.
సాంబార్కి ముందరే తిన్నావు, సాంబార్ తర్వాత ఏం తిన్నావు కూడా నాకు గుర్తులేదు.
బేసిక్ గా గ్రూప్ లో ఎవరు రాడు తాలికి.
మనం బేగంపేట మనం ఇల్లు దగ్గరే ఉన్నాం. సాటిస్ఫాక్షన్ నాకు, అమ్మయ్య ఇల్లు దగ్గరనే ఉంది.
ఇప్పుడు నిద్ర వస్తుంది, ఆ ఫీలింగే వేరమ్మా. ఓ టేబుల్ ఫ్యాన్ సెట్ కదరా.
నివారు మంచం.
నివారు కాదు, నివారు అంటే స్ట్రైట్.
స్ట్రైట్ మంచమే కావాలరా. ఇలా మెడికల్ ఉన్న మంచాలు మనకి కొత్త కారా? కోడియాకి ఇస్తే ఇది ఇస్తారా?
కోడియా కొంటే నువ్వు తిన్నదానికి బిల్లురా, అంత బిల్లు కట్టుకోలేక